So we're going to demonstrate the build it, blend it, write it routine. So if you're working with a student with very little letter knowledge, you can start with this in the very first day. And I've got some letter tiles here, but I've also got some in the packet that you can just print out if you don't have letter tiles. These are just banana grams that I bought. I'm going to start with 3 letters, and I'm going to say, and if you have a student that really doesn't know any letters at all, you could start with 2, but 3 is fine. And we're going to say, we're going to look at the first word on the guide. It says we're going to make the word at. So I'm going to say to the student, we're going to make the word at. The kids were at the store. Say at. The student would say the word, and then we're going to have them pick the letter tiles that go with this word at. What do you hear at the beginning of the word at? And they may say the whole word. They may say at. And you'll say, that's right, it's the word at. But what's the very first sound we hear? At. Ah. The very first sound is ah. If they don't pick the right one, then tell them what they have and then let them try again. So what's the next sound in the word at? They say the letter name and touch the tile. At. At. Okay, or the paper tile if you have that. Now we're going to blend it. So at. And we're going to blend it. So we're going to hold it. Hold each sound and blend it. At. We're not going to stop. At. Now we're going to read it fast. At. Now we're going to write it. And they're going to say the sound as they write it. Ah. What word? At. Okay, great. I'm going to put my letters back up here. And we have the word, and I might add another letter here just to give them a choice. And then I would say, okay, we're going to make the word mat. Mat. What's the first sound that you hear in the word mat? The first sound is and have them say the sound. Try to pick the correct letter. Touch and say and now we have at. Touch and say at. Now we're going to blend it. We're not going to stop between the sounds, and you demonstrate it for them. Mat. Your turn. You touch and keep blending. Mat. Say it fast. Mat. Now we're going to write it. Say the sounds as we write. At. All right, we've got mat. Now we're going to put this back up here. And I'm going to put another couple of letters here just so there's some choice to do. And then we're going to say, okay, we have the word mat. What word? Mat. Now we're going to change the word mat to the word sat. What sound changes? We have mat. We're going to make sat. What sound changes? And hopefully they'll hear the s. Okay? And if they do, and we say, okay, we're going to change that. Can you find the s? And help them to find the correct sound? S. Have them say the sound as they bring it down. S. At. Now let's bring it down, and we're going to blend it. We're not going to stop between our sounds when we're blending. And you can model it. Sat. I didn't stop between my sounds. Sat. Your turn. Sat. Say it fast. Sat. Now we're going to write it. Say the sounds as we write. S, a, t. The word is sat. Great job. And now we're going to change the word again. We have the word sat. Now we're going to make the word, and I have to change this, turn this around. We're going to make the word sad. This is sat. We're going to make the word sad. What sound changes from sat to sad? And that one's a little tough because T and D are said exactly the same place in the mouth, but this one we turn our voice on for, and this one we don't. We're not going to go through that with our student. We're just going to help them hear it. Sad. Sad. So we're going to change that last sound. Can you find the D? And if they choose this one, you'll say this one's P. Can you find the D? They're going to take this one out and change this one in. Let's touch and say the sounds. S, a, d. S, a, d. Now let's put it in our blend it. We're going to blend it. It means we're not going to stop between our sounds. Ready? I'm going to blend it, not stop. Sad. Sad. Your turn. Sad. Sad. Now let's write the word sad. We're going to say each sound as we write it. S, a, d. Very good. And now we're going to read it fast. The word is sad. So that's how you do the build it, blend it, write it routine.